Everything you've been taught about separation is an illusion. For centuries, we believed that objects, people, and even our own thoughts existed as isolated phenomena. But quantum physics whispers a different truth, one that unravels the boundaries of time and space. Beneath the surface of reality lies an invisible field, a vast interconnected web of energy that threads together not only subatomic particles, but your thoughts, emotions, and, perhaps most profoundly, your destiny. What does this mean? It suggests that your mind is not a mere observer of reality. It is an active participant, influencing the universe in ways you may have never imagined. And once you grasp this, once you learn to navigate this subtle realm, your hidden energy awakens, unlocking potentials long dormant within you. Imagine you are holding two identical dice. You roll one here, and someone else rolls the other thousands of miles away. Now, envision that no matter the distance between them, the outcome of one instantly influences the other. This isn't magic or fantasy. It is a phenomenon at the heart of quantum physics called quantum entanglement. Entangled particles remain invisibly connected, reacting to each other even when separated by absurd distances. The implications are staggering. What if this principle doesn't just apply to microscopic particles but extends into the very fabric of your life? What if your thoughts, your emotions, and even your subconscious mind are bound up in this great field of connection? If everything in the universe is made of energy, could your consciousness also be governed by the same laws? The possibility invites a radical shift. Your thoughts might have far more power than you realize, shaping reality like ripples across a still pond. Scientists have begun to unravel these mysteries. Your thoughts, which seem to flicker briefly inside your head, might actually have a reach that transcends your body. Researchers from the HeartMath Institute discovered something remarkable. The human heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field, one that doesn't stop at your skin. This field extends meters beyond the body, influencing not only your physical systems, but the environment around you. Your emotions, then, are not private. They radiate outward, subtly impacting people, events, and even the energy fields of the universe. If thoughts are energy, and energy never disappears, where do your intentions go when you release them into the cosmos? Quantum entanglement suggests that particles, even those making up your very being, are intertwined across space and time. When you think deeply about something, especially with strong emotion, your mental energy may resonate with distant points in the universe, attracting experiences and situations that align with your vibration. It is here that we begin to glimpse why some people effortlessly manifest opportunities, while others remain mired in cycles of struggle. The secret lies in how your mind interacts with this vast, unseen field. Consider the profound findings of early quantum physics. The famous double-slit experiment revealed that light behaves differently depending on whether it is observed, suggesting that the act of observation itself influences reality. But quantum entanglement takes this revelation even further. In 1935, Einstein, Podolsky, and Rosen proposed the EPR paradox, theorizing that two particles could remain linked even when separated by light years. Decades later, physicist Alan Aspect confirmed this experimentally. Altering the state of one particle instantly changed its entangled partner, no matter the distance, with no detectable signal passing between them. There is, it seems, an invisible connection, a field of interrelation that defies our usual notions of time and space. And if such a field exists at the quantum level, could it also operate within your consciousness, connecting your inner world to the vastness of the universe? Your subconscious mind may be the bridge. It functions like an antenna, ceaselessly emitting and receiving frequencies based on your beliefs, emotions, and expectations. The thoughts you harbor are not simply confined to your brain. They produce electromagnetic waves that ripple outward into the world. Fascinatingly, this exchange happens mostly outside your conscious awareness. Studies show that the heart's electromagnetic field, controlled largely by the subconscious, is a powerful transmitter of emotional energy. If you harbor unresolved fears or limiting beliefs, your subconscious vibrates at that frequency, drawing experiences that mirror those patterns. Conversely, if you reprogram your inner world with higher vibrations, gratitude, love, and abundance, you emit signals that align with prosperity and well-being. Have you noticed how negativity seems to breed more negativity? Or how a joyful state of mind seems to draw serendipitous events and helpful people? This is not coincidence. It is resonance. From the moment you were born, your subconscious began absorbing the world like a sponge. In your earliest years, your brain operated in a highly receptive state, almost like a hypnotic trance. During this time, beliefs about money, relationships, and self-worth were encoded deep within you. If you grew up hearing phrases like "money is hard to earn" or "you can always get what you want," these ideas became programs running in the background of your mind. Even as an adult, you may consciously desire abundance or success. Yet your subconscious continues broadcasting old signals of lack and limitation. And because your subconscious influences over 90% of your daily behavior, you find yourself repeating the same cycles despite your best efforts to change. This inner conflict is why so many people feel stuck, pulled in two directions between what they want and what they truly believe is possible. But here lies the power of quantum understanding. If your subconscious can trap you in these patterns, it can also be the key to your liberation. Just as entangled particles instantly reflect changes in each other, so too can shifts in your inner world ripple outward, altering your external reality. Reprogramming your subconscious is like updating a computer with new software. With consistent practice, you can overwrite limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Meditation and visualization are among the most powerful tools for this work. When you meditate deeply, your brain enters slower wave states, theta and delta, ideal for accessing and rewriting subconscious patterns. Visualizing your desired reality as if it already exists sends potent signals into the quantum field, aligning your energy with what you seek. Repeating affirmations like "I am worthy of abundance" or "my energy attracts incredible opportunities" helps entrain your subconscious to new frequencies. This is only the beginning. As you continue to explore the connection between your mind and the quantum field, you'll begin to notice subtle yet profound shifts. Synchronicities will increase, those moments where everything seems to align perfectly. Challenges will arise, but instead of seeing them as obstacles, you'll recognize them as tests from the universe. Invitations to anchor your new vibration more firmly. When you hold your alignment in the face of doubt, you signal to the quantum field that your transformation is real. And then, something extraordinary happens. Reality bends to meet your new state of being. As you begin to understand the intricate relationship between your thoughts and the universe, a deeper realization emerges. You are not merely reacting to life, you are creating it moment by moment. Every belief, every intention, and every emotion sends ripples into the quantum field, shaping the events, people, and opportunities that flow back into your experience. This isn't about wishful thinking or vague positivity. It is about vibrational alignment. The universe does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to the frequency you emit, and that frequency comes from the emotional state that dominates your subconscious mind. If you carry deep-seated beliefs of lack, fear, or unworthiness, your energy field reflects these patterns, and the universe responds in kind. But if you cultivate inner certainty, gratitude, and abundance, you begin to tune into a reality where those qualities naturally flourish. Think of your subconscious like a magnet. It doesn't pull in what you consciously desire, it attracts what matches its dominant frequency. This is why people often find themselves reliving the same struggles over and over. You might consciously dream of financial prosperity, but if your subconscious still carries the imprint that money is hard to earn, the vibrational signal you emit is one of scarcity, and the universe mirrors that back. Similarly, you might long for a loving relationship, But if deep down you believe you're not worthy of love, you'll find yourself drawing partners who reinforce that belief. The subconscious does not respond to logic or effort. It responds to the energy of repetition and emotion, the silent programming that runs beneath your conscious awareness. This is why true transformation begins not with external change, but with inner reprogramming. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a pioneer in epigenetics, revealed that during the first 7 years of life, your brain functions in a theta state, absorbing information like a sponge. This is the period when most of your subconscious beliefs are formed. Beliefs about success, health, love, and your place in the world. If you were surrounded by limiting ideas during childhood, they became deeply embedded patterns that now dictate much of your adult life. Even if, rationally, you no longer agree with them, the subconscious still operates as if those early imprints are true. But here lies the great opportunity. Just as these patterns were learned, they can be unlearned. Your brain is not fixed. It is malleable, capable of creating new neural pathways. And your subconscious, once reprogrammed, can become a powerful ally in manifesting the reality you truly desire. One of the most effective ways to shift your subconscious is through meditation. When you enter a meditative state, your brain slows down, moving from the fast beta waves of everyday thinking into the slower alpha and theta waves. These are the frequencies where the subconscious is most accessible, where old patterns can be dissolved and new ones imprinted. Visualization adds even more power to this process. When you vividly imagine the life you want, feeling the emotions as if it has already happened, your brain and body begin to respond as though it were real. Neurons fire in new patterns, and your energy field begins to emit a different frequency. Over time, this new vibration replaces the old, drawing matching experiences from the quantum field. But here's an essential truth. The universe often tests your new vibration. Imagine you decide to attract more abundance and start practicing gratitude, visualization, and affirmations. At first, things seem to flow easily. But then, an unexpected expense or setback occurs. Many people see this as a sign they've failed, and they revert to old patterns of fear and scarcity. What they don't realize is that this moment is not a failure. It is a test. The universe is asking, are you truly aligned with this new frequency? Or will you slip back into the old vibration at the first sign of challenge? If you hold steady, if you respond with trust instead of fear, you anchor your new state of being, and the universe begins to reflect it more consistently. This process applies to every area of your life. If you desire a loving relationship, you may notice old wounds or patterns resurfacing. These are invitations to heal and choose differently. If you seek success, you might face unexpected obstacles, not to block you, but to strengthen your alignment. Even as you work to build self-confidence, moments of criticism or doubt may arise. See these not as failures, but as opportunities to reaffirm your vibration. The universe isn't punishing you. It's preparing you to receive what you've asked for. Each test is a doorway, and how you walk through it determines whether you step into your new reality or remain in the old. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a positive emotional state, life seems to flow effortlessly? Opportunities appear out of nowhere. You think of someone, and they call. You need a solution, and it arrives seemingly by magic. This is no accident. When your vibration aligns with trust, gratitude, and abundance, you enter a state of flow. The quantum field responds, arranging circumstances in ways that defy logic yet feel perfectly natural. Ancient spiritual traditions spoke of this phenomenon long before science began to explore it. In Hindu philosophy, it's called prana. In Chinese culture, qi. In Western mysticism, the Akashic field. Today, quantum physics suggests that these ancient insights may have been describing the same universal energy field that permeates all of existence. Dr. Joe Dispenza often speaks of the relationship between thought, emotion, and vibration. When you think a thought, it creates a chemical reaction in the brain. This reaction produces an emotion, and the emotion reinforces the thought, creating a cycle. If your dominant thoughts are of fear or failure, your body vibrates at that frequency, and you make decisions aligned with it, often unconsciously sabotaging your own success. But if you cultivate thoughts of love, confidence, and gratitude, your body begins to vibrate differently, and the quantum field responds accordingly. It's not about forcing outcomes. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts the life you desire. Reprogramming your subconscious requires consistency and emotional engagement. It's not enough to repeat affirmations without feeling. The key is to feel as if your desired reality already exists. When you embody the emotions of your future self, joy, freedom, abundance, you emit a signal that draws those experiences to you. High vibration emotions like gratitude and love are especially potent. They strengthen your energy field and create coherence between your heart and brain, amplifying your connection to the universe. Techniques like deep breathing, emotional freedom tapping, and neuro-linguistic programming can also help dissolve old barriers and open you to new possibilities. As you practice, you may begin to notice subtle changes. You feel calmer, more centered. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences, become more frequent. Challenges still arise, but you meet them with grace instead of fear. People and opportunities appear that align with your new vibration, while old patterns and relationships that no longer serve you naturally fall away. Your reality begins to shift, not because the external world has changed, but because you have. And as you change, the universe has no choice but to mirror your transformation. As your understanding deepens, you begin to sense a profound shift within. The world no longer feels like a chaotic series of random events. Instead, you start to see an underlying intelligence, a vast flow connecting every person, every particle, every thought. This is the essence of alignment, when your inner vibration harmonizes with the energy of the universe. In this state, life seems to unfold effortlessly. Challenges no longer feel like punishments, but invitations to grow. Opportunities appear with perfect timing, and even setbacks begin to make sense as part of a larger tapestry weaving itself around you. It is here, in this space of connection, that your hidden energy awakens, quietly transforming the fabric of your reality. But there is a subtle trap that often pulls people back: the oscillation between faith and doubt. At first, when you begin reprogramming your subconscious and raising your vibration, the universe responds with small signs, moments of synchronicity, a sense of inner peace, a new sense of confidence. Yet, as your energy shifts, you may encounter unexpected obstacles. Old fears might resurface. Situations may appear to contradict the reality you're working to create. This is the critical moment, the universe's way of asking, are you truly aligned? Or are you still tethered to the old frequency of fear and scarcity? Most people falter here, slipping back into old thought patterns, not realizing that the challenge is not a signal to stop, but a final test to confirm their transformation. Think of it like tuning an instrument. At first, the strings may sound discordant. With each adjustment, you bring them closer to harmony. But just before the perfect note emerges, there is tension. A moment where it feels easier to give up than to push through. The same is true with your energy. If you persist through the testing phase, maintaining your new vibration even in the face of apparent setbacks, you send a powerful signal to the quantum field. This is who I am now. And then the universe begins to reflect that truth back to you, not as theory, but as lived experience. Have you ever experienced moments where life felt almost magical? Perhaps you thought intensely of someone and they called, or you wished for an opportunity and it appeared in an unexpected way. These are not coincidences. They are evidence of the quantum field responding to your vibrational alignment. Ancient teachings spoke of this flow, prana, chi, the Tao, as a state of effortless harmony with the universe. In modern language, we call it coherence. When your heart and mind are in sync, your energy field strengthens, and you become a beacon for experiences that match your frequency. The most profound changes happen when you stop chasing and start aligning. This requires not just a shift in thought, but a shift in being. The universe does not respond to your desires alone. It responds to your certainty. If you want abundance, you must feel abundant even before the external evidence appears. If you desire love, you must cultivate the feeling of being deeply loved within yourself. This inner state creates an energetic blueprint, and the quantum field organizes reality to match it. Dr. Joe Dispenza describes this as living as if your desired future is already here. When you do this consistently, your subconscious accepts this reality as true, and your external world reshapes to align with it. There is one final key to mastering this process: surrender. True transformation does not come from forcing or controlling. It arises from a deep trust in the flow of life. Surrender does not mean passivity. It means letting go of anxiety about how and when your desires will manifest. The paradox is this: the more you cling to your goals with fear or urgency, the more you reinforce the vibration of lack. But when you release attachment and trust that the universe is orchestrating events perfectly, you allow space for miracles to unfold. Gratitude is a powerful tool in this process. By feeling grateful for what you desire as if it has already arrived, you align your energy with abundance and invite the universe to deliver. As you integrate these principles, you begin to notice profound shifts. Old patterns lose their grip. Toxic relationships naturally fade, while new connections emerge that feel aligned with your growth. Challenges arise, but you meet them with calm and clarity. Instead of reacting in fear, you act with confidence, knowing that even difficulties carry hidden gifts. You become less concerned with external validation and more attuned to your inner state, understanding that true power has always resided within you. This journey is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering who you truly are, a conscious being, intricately connected to the vast intelligence of the universe. You are not separate from life. You are life expressing itself in human form. When you embody this truth, you step into a new way of being. You stop seeking power outside yourself because you realize it has always been within you, waiting to be awakened. The next time you feel doubt creeping in, pause and breathe. Remind yourself that the quantum field responds not to fear, but to faith. Feel the vibration of the reality you wish to create. Live it, embody it, and let go of the need to control the details. Trust that the universe, with its infinite intelligence, is already aligning circumstances in your favor. And as you do, you'll find yourself flowing with life, no longer struggling against it. Your hidden energy is not something you need to earn. It is your natural state. As you align with the frequency of abundance, love, and peace, the universe mirrors these qualities back to you. What once felt impossible becomes inevitable. What once seemed distant begins to unfold effortlessly. You are not here to fight for your dreams. You are here to awaken to them. This is the essence of quantum entanglement, not just a scientific phenomenon, but a reflection of the deepest truth. Everything is connected. You, your thoughts, your emotions, and the vast universe are part of one seamless whole. When you master this understanding, you no longer feel separate or powerless. You remember that you are a creator, and your reality is a canvas for the energy you emit. The question is no longer whether you can change your life, but whether you are ready to step into the version of yourself who already has. As you drift deeper into this awareness, let it wash over you like a gentle wave. Release the old stories of struggle and lack. Breathe in the truth of your interconnectedness. And with each breath, feel your energy expanding, merging with the great field of life itself. Here, in this stillness, your transformation begins. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now.